Hello everybody and welcome. I am THEBETAPLAN and this is Crusade Kings 3 with the Royal Core DLC installed but everything else being vanilla. At least in-game. Outside of the game, I'm sure you can hear it via the microphone quality. The setup has changed. I now have a standing sitting desk, which means you can put it into the standing position or the sitting position. I'm doing for the first time a recording standing. That means that the microphone is in a different position, which probably means there are some different sounds going on. Just bear with me as I try to find out a new microphone setting. But yeah, I already had missed an episode, which on one hand I want to say thank you for your patience, on the other hand nobody even complained there wasn't one. Come on, guys. Aren't you craving for... No, okay, don't worry about it. But yeah, I already missed an episode, so I want to crunch this one out. Then with a little bit of a lesser microphone setup. I hope you will accept that. And if you don't, I really can't help it, so you have to do with what you get. But we need to be now this wide on the screen to get our entire nation on the screen. Why is that? Well, our most eastern province lies over here. Inherited from my father, all these 4 provinces over here. These 3, where you can at least see somewhat Holland in the name there. And then this little province. But I don't know why, but the mother of the Duke of Vlaanderen has decided to, be part of our realm. In fact, she has a claim on this area. And we could get all of that on our side. Funny thing is, he is gonna die. Why? Because allies of mine are now Pomerania, France, and Lotharingia. Well, how did that happen? Well, my firstborn daughter is matrilineal betrothed to the 3rd son of the Queen of Pomerania. So it's quite far down the line. Nowhere is there. But, there is a thing that's quite interesting. And yes, by the way, this is a cadet house, Pommerwelding. I've named it so because it's a part of Pomerania. And, it made the usual cadet house quartering, but I don't really always like that. So I made a diversion of the Folkwelding shields. Gave it the Folkwelding stars, the blue background. I do think this is slightly lighter, but I gave it the Griffin, I think it's supposed to be, of Pomerania, and the yellow then refers to... Oh, sorry about that one. Refers to their main county that they have as capital. I know it's black and yellow striped, but I couldn't get this darn shield to get black stripes as well. But maybe that's just me being unfamiliar yet. Enough with this lovely, because I do find it extremely lovely, customer designer. But yeah, the background is this background, and this doesn't have any stripes in it, so I'm not sure how to get stripes in there. But that's the Pommerweldings. And these Pommerweldings, now that we are married to them, we are also married to... Wait, what? The King of Lotharingia? Yes, the King of Lotharingia. Because the King of Lotharingia's firstborn son died, and he only had daughters, which means it went to his 2nd son, which means our dynasty is going to be also on the Lotharingian throne. Oh boy. Because the person that's going to inherit it is going to inherit and Lotharingia and Pomerania, and luckily he's not good at martial, but these realms combined will have more power than us. Military power than us is what I mean. So they might take over the dynastic head. We'll have to see. There's a lot of things still going on. There's also Castle over here. I am trying to reclaim it. I hope this lady survives. She's poor right now in her health. I don't like it because I would like to revoke her lands before it gets inherited by one of her vassals. Because I just don't like that. She also gave away a few artifacts. She wants a thing on me, that's fine. And I'm wondering, should I get Wessex? I'm not gonna do it because I already didn't really want to go there. If I was not playing tall, I would have done it. And yes, you could be saying I'm playing not tall because I'm so super big as it is. Yo, dude, I have 45 in development. That development level is almost the equal of Byzantium. They are not far ahead. In fact, they are still only growing by 1.1, and we are still growing faster. We are growing by 1.8. That is, however, with my guy working on it. This is my heir, by the way. Speaking of which, technology-wise, I am going at the moment for heraldry, because I want high partition. After that, I am definitely going to go for urbanization. to really try and catch up to Byzantium. So I still think that I'm trying to at least play tall a little bit. Leopold comes to the county of Holland. Marsetten. I will not be able to influence the visit. But the result of this is just a random count that I don't really mind. I don't need to influence that. I'm not going to spend money on it. We get some renown, that's all, that's good. They become rivals. Okay then. Oh shoot, if I had let him come, I would have gone on the diplomatic perk, of course. That's only possible if I do that. A bit unlucky. Just the way it is. No, I'm gonna wait with getting my sons. I'm not gonna give him an official title. By the way, I'm not helping out my ally over here. He really doesn't need help. He hasn't called me in, but he has his wife on his side. It's 14,000 versus 2,500 something. That's really not gonna matter. Two. Marshall. Really now. Hold on. That is a very important thing. See it done. Why? We can revoke this without getting tyranny. 85% chance that it will succeed. If it succeeds, it doesn't go to this boy. Lady, apparently. Sorry. Oh, because her brother was slain in battle. Alright, still, it won't be inherited by Pomerania. There we go, and we have gathered that. I lost 26 stress, but revoking from my rival, which is, of course, kind of BS, but that's just the way it is. Hesse, I will grant you the title because you're a duke. Well, I can just also grant you a vassal. Let me just do that. That's not what I need. Lowborn ruler search. H. Somebody with a trait that can be inherited? Because that will be kind of cool. Good traits to inherit. Is what I meant. Sorry, game. I mean, I see your point. You're kind of true. What you're kind of giving me there what I asked for, but not really. I'm just gonna put you in there. Because this duke is already going to inherit the Duchy of Vlaanderen. So he's already going to be a very powerful man. Let's not make him too powerful. And yes, I want to keep Hesse. Why? Because, well, playing tall is accordingly only right if every little piece of the land that you hold is partially of your kingdom, right? So, yeah. I know it's a bit hard to see, but maybe. But this is all turning orange. And Anhalt is even going to turn orange once this is all incorporated. This is all proper Holland. You know, this is the proper Dutch borders. You all know them. And yeah, I did make the Duchy of the Riddermark. I couldn't help myself. It's just too funny. Because also, by the last time I said Riddermark is Dutch because Ridder is knight. This is correct, but it's also German, of course. Riddermark. There's actually also a German way to pronounce it. So, yeah, I was kind of bumping up our own thing here for the duchies, but but here we go. Development 20%. That's also why I wanted to record this episode. Get that development growing even higher, now to 1.9 instead of 1.7. Because of treasured knowledge. Excellent. You know what? Because I am a good ally and I do want to help him out, let's just offer to join the war. Not that there's anything that needs to be done in any difficult sense of the way, but why not? We are friends after all, right? What the? Oh, he stole his clothes. Right. Of the Archbishop. That is kind of funny. That's rather embarrassing. Yeah, let's gain studying interest. And I'm trying to befriend, by the way, my son. Who won't inherit anything else, but still, getting high partition would be good. By the by, speaking of friends, I have a lot of them. In fact, nearly every duke in my realm is a friend of mine. This is a friend of mine. This is a friend of mine. You can see them lighting up over here. They're all relative friends of mine. In fact, this guy is also a friend of mine, but it's not. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong one. If I light it up. Oh no, he died. My former friend died. Okay, well, lots of people are friends of mine within my realm, and as you can see, France, Lotharingia, and Pomerania, as I just explained, are friends of mine. So, yeah, I can do that because I have a ton of cash. I cannot invest that cash into my own areas, unfortunately, because we still don't know what battlements are. But as soon as we can, I have the money to upgrade a metric. But done. That is an official term, don't you worry. And I've already upgraded here everything almost as far as I could, right? No, there's still a holding that I can build over here. Let's build a temple holding. Why not? Just making this area more richer and richer and richer. Some people are not doing proper Catholic things, but then again, a lot of priests also never did that, right? To the charming, I call upon your alliance. Okay, accept. We are close than ever. Befriended my son. Excellent. Party hardy in the... What is this? Liberty War. Sure. I'll just siege this down and then I will go to work on this. Lotharingia in a bit of a bothersome spot, but I don't think that is gonna last very long. Yeah, also funny thing is I'm now getting things about Cornwall doing battles because I am bordering them. I'm getting messages about Bulgaria because, you know, I bordered them. Our borders are really crazy. But hey, I inherited those. I can't help but feel like I know playing tall and all that, but I did inherit those. Can't really blame that. This happened despite my poor... Why do... Oh, you're a member of my family. Because you're a cousin in the... yeah, in the other completely different dynasty. So... Hold on. Where were you in this... You're my sister. No, my aunt. Sorry. Because this is my father. Yeah, so you're my aunt. Yeah, it's part of the family. It's family of mine, but that's about everything. There's to be said for that. So, how much did I aid anything? Where was it? 33%, because I can seize that down. There you go. They have... I brought value. Hold on, I'm being raided, they say. And indeed I am. Do I still have some mercenaries on the back and coal? Doesn't seem like it. Because I can't scroll down here. But I do have on the back and coal my regular levies. So why don't we raise all here and send those guys packing? I am going to stop raising more troops. Because I do want to fight them. I'm going to lead them. This is crazy because I could die, but... There we go. Boom! Led my own troops in battle. Victory dismissed 136%. 136 prestige. I think I even pronounced it twice correctly, and then I stopped myself from pronouncing it. That's kind of silly, isn't it? Okay, let's go down here. Now that we have called up these 9,000 anyway. Why am I all of a sudden looking so angry? Because I'm leading an army? I guess so. Ooh, bit of a battle there. Lotharingia lost. That war was solved. It wasn't... That's good. This one is a little bit more difficult. Now she's joined the Liberty War, but not before she has disbanded her troops. And they all need to actually be called again. That's kind of silly. You should have called her in and when they were still in his terrain, because that would have made it so much easier. Because he only has like a smattering of troops. Let's call it that. But there we go, 37%. And this war, yeah, contributed 100%. I'm also really thinking I must have contributed quite a bit here. Ransom you. And yeah, you're officially part of our duchy, but we'll just leave it be. I did not ransom him for gold, but ransomed him for something else. That's less than good. But there we go. We lead another battle. Our king is a diplomatic king, but he's also... Ooh, oh no, our knight wounded somebody else. I thought for a moment he got wounded. I may be diplomatic king, but I also am a king that's willing to fight for his allies. Insular Christianity. I don't get it, but I guess it makes them happy. And there we have... Oh! Inherited none of the mother's traits. Ooh. But insular Christianity, yeah, it's forming down here. It's Insular is still is the dominant faith by far in Ireland, and in fact, now it's spreading over here. Insular is kind of strong. In fact, now this boy is also insular. That's interesting. Insular is not becoming insular just for it being on the Isle of Ireland, but now on being on the British Isles. Oh, another crusade! That sounds like a very good idea. That sounds to me like an idea that we can place another relative on a throne somewhere. That sounds best ready. I am going to consider this a little later though. But yeah, maybe we should redirect that one. We have the piety for it to Brittany. Or do we need to have also like Paragon of Virtue at least to redirect? I don't rightfully know. There we go. And goodbye. Adieu. And what else is more to be said? There you go. You stop there. The onagers go here with a military engineer. Here I'll take everything else also. Hold on. Thank you. I want to get to the knights part of this section. And then you guys can start sieging. And you get a different commander. Somebody that's also good in being a military engineer. And then we can start going down here to spread our army and get some supplies within friendly territory. Possibly near here. Because I wouldn't be surprised if that is going to be a place of contentment. This should get them supplies. Oh, who can be sponsored and for what? Skill is merely decent. He wants to make a box. Oh, and we have actually a court event. Our educational materials. Of course you'll still have the funds for better education for my children. Oh, I didn't know I had a hook expiring. Sure, whatever. I could be responding to this, but I don't think I shall. Because we are sieging faster than they are sieging, and that should give us 100% siege. And that should win us the war. Contribution of 84. Okay, well, if you guys want to fight. Oh, Court Jester lost. And I guess I'm leading that battle as well. Well, actually, my father-in-law is leading that battle. Voila, 100%. That should be able to let us disband soon as victory is claimed. My warriors will be ready for the fight. Alright. I'm going to redirect this war. I'm going to redirect it to Brittany. Or is there another kingdom that is interesting to invade? Like Denmark. Yeah, but Denmark is kind of big. 8,000 troops. Like, Brittany is very unstable. The other thing we could do is for Aquitaine. And get all of this territory. Venice has actually been growing a lot. I think Aquitaine is kind of interesting to do. Let's just go for Aquitaine. That's... Aquitaine. Select. That's going to be a difficult battle, for sure. But that is going to be an interesting one. Let us appoint a benefactor. Yeah, but you're kind of old. And I prefer a male. Catholic Flemish. You have actually children and can inherit stuff. You look actually like a pretty good candidate. Select beneficiary. Let's get you a throne and get the Fokwoldings onto the Aquantinian throne. There we go, we can disband all now. Wonderful, wonderful Kalukale. And let's see, this war will start when? In 5 months from now. Questions, hold on. Hold court. Let's hold court. Sitting on my throne, I just for my gods to open the doors. Yes, the general thing. My lord, my son, I have an idea for improved taxation. If I want to improve tax, I can just ask for more taxes. Absolutely not. I lose 500 to get more for survey. Jacob, he and my son, and she are not going to like it, but I'm gonna take that hit. I don't think 500 gold is gonna be compensated by that. My friend, Duke Baldwin, is actually wants something. My friend is going for a great house like Flatnever. Whoa, what's going on here? This one is an event I don't really recognize. Duke Boudewijn, my friend, strides forward, clearly eager to have my response to his petition. My friend, it is galling for a great house like Flatnever to have the threat of revocation hanging over us like mere barons or tenants. Let us ensure the stability of the kingdom is not threatened by trivial disagreements. I see. I actually have seen this one before. You know what? Isn't that enough to be a duke? You're my friend. There you go. Still likes me 100. Let's not go there. My vassal, Count who? Oh, because she is landed and she is... Wait a second. She got landed as well. I gave him land and then they are both... Oh, whoopsie daisy. Because that's going to be weird via the inheritance. Yeah, because he's going to inherit County of Groningen. Yeah, and also him. That's why I was like, you should have been inheriting 2 counties. Now he does it correctly. This is going to be a bit weird, but alright. I have a brilliant today. We have most of fair. Culture acceptance between the Flemish and the Poles increases. That could be interesting, but I want to mix with the Saxons first. Before I did with the Poles. Also, except for Coney Rice, I'm not that interested in it. Certainly for convert to local culture is... Well, that is interesting. If you do this, it's going to be harder for vassals to change away from your culture to the local culture. So then they are not going to just slide away. But creating a hybrid culture requires 100% more cultural acceptance. So that's difficult. So if I want to make a hybrid culture, I need to have 80. Yeah, so that's not going to happen that quickly. I am going to leave that be. Yeah, I'm just gonna spend resources on this. Sorry. Man, that was a harsh ruling. I was not a friendly king, not doing a lot of things people petitioned me for. Person can be sponsored. We already know this, right? This is the box thing guy. Yeah, the box guy. Dismiss that. Titles can be created. Yep, but that's gonna cause issues with inheritance issues, which is why I want high partition, because if I then create Duchy of Frisia, all building would be active again, and it wouldn't be inherited away, I believe. Realm will lose... yeah, unfortunately this has happened. I showed that in the last episode. This guy, and he's been given actually this or he conquered it, I don't know, that county as well. He was going to be inheritor of his mother, who had a duchy over here, who's now once again at war. But that's a Liberty War. But if she dies, she's part of Bavaria, and thus it will slip out of my holding again. So then once again I have to conquer these 2 counties. Annoyance factor high. Alright. But let us first look, where is Aquitaine? Aquitaine starts over here. Venice doesn't have area in it yet, but I assume Venice is going to be in this war. Attackers. Like, I would like to see who's all in this war. Do we have... Oh! If my son dies here, that's bad. That's bad, 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 bad. No kings have pledged their cause except for me. That is also not good. You're actually Catholic. Okay, but you're Burgundy. So you are the first area next to mine that is... I need to be in Forez and then start sieging this area, because that is where we're gonna make quite a bit of impact, I reckon. Yeah. But then you won't see it in this episode. Maybe we're just gonna do a little... I'm gonna do a little break here. And then add together perhaps the war. So, with YouTube Magic. And we're back thanks to YouTube Magic. So, what is going on? Well, I kind of hate this. France called me in because this guy was doing a Northern conquest of Neustria. Okay, I said, and then he immediately surrendered. Why then call me in? And of course, immediately there is a war against a tyranny because he doesn't want this guy to have it. And because he still has this huge defense army, he is going to win. Because he's calling me in while I'm busy fighting one of the bigger battles possibly of this crusade. We are going to win it, and that's good because the crusade is going alright, but it's going well. Because they just lost, as you can see by the second to last entry in this battles won, battles lost overview. We just lost a major battle, and we would like to win. I have completed, however, many sieges, and my brother just died, but he died of disease. No, he died in battle as a crusader. Well, that isn't a good thing. That is something that can happen, of course, because, hey, it's a war. But yeah, we are leading this battle. We now do have the Crusader trait, something that was denied to my grandfather. There, it's very nice. And we discovered hereditary rule. Oh, hereditary rule, not heraldry, because hereditary rule is one thing before that. You can enact partition laws, but nah, that's not as important. We also could, mind you, form a hybrid culture with Saxons. Guys, the Saxon culture. Okay, let's kick it on this way. But I don't want to do that because, as you can see from the Saxon culture, they're about to get loyal subjects. And I would like to get that one as well. Why in the blazes are you... You are not independent. I thought for a moment he had gone independent, but that's not the case. Alright, well, these guys have answered the call to that army being in trouble. We immediately attack the supporting army, get this battle underway as well, try to get ourselves a nice little bit of war score. Then Queen Imagina replaces us as the dynasty head. So Pommerwelding has now grown beyond Fuckwelding in their greatness, and she is now the dynasty head. Yeah, I already warned that at the beginning of this episode. That's why I really don't think... If I was playing the way I normally play, that would have never ever happened. But now it has happened, and I'm gonna have to live with the consequences of that. I'm just happy enough that for now, I have also grabbed something apparently. The metaphysical. I thought this was a different thing, but I like it. Repair. I had another book, the War Language Manual, to learn more languages. Let's just repair this as well. Money's still coming in good. We did hire a few mercs. After all, this is a holy war. I think it is proper to do so. If we have the money, we are still doing well in numbers. We have done a lot of holdings, siege down, and in fact, we are 77% the war contributor here. Basically, we rule. We have done so much in this holy war that basically it is a war of me versus the Muslims, plus a few allies, but not like a ton. And we actually, losing our brother. Oof. That is a bit of a nasty one. You're also not the nasty, not a nice piece of work there, your son. Yeah, they also had the siege, but then they let go of the siege in favor of doing something else. I'm a little bit afraid of the troops here from the Pope, but luckily, thanks to the sieges that we already have, we can come to their aid. Don't do it like that, though. Wouldn't want to lose all my troops. As they charge blindly into there. Let me just see here. Disembarking. This is a very convoluted. Oh, shoot. Getting ill also is not very good during a holy war, of course. Leave down some levies here to take over the siege that they just abandoned because, you know, AI be derping like that constantly. We totally lost the siege because we weren't there enough in time to take it over. Then I noticed something amazing, and then I didn't realize we have somebody that's an organizer. We probably will win this battle already. But I want to make sure also that I don't start losing too many people to attrition. This is something that I can definitely do off camera, but on camera I always find it such a iffy thing to do. I also don't like that I've abandoned this army completely, but then again, this allied army has done great in defending us over here, and yet we are starting to lose troops to super attrition, as I always call it. Well, they've already won. I am not going to involve myself in that battle anymore, as we are going to take a battle over here. That is good. We should be able to... I can't see it because of this battle. Yeah, we should be able to replenish over there. This is a minor battle, but still it is a battle that was ours. And I need to split up my army because attrition be a killer. We've seen that actually in series of mine where attrition actually caused us to fail a war. If you're looking for that, then I think it is the Trials of Trebizond series that shows this the best. Yeah, you almost have this. Also, when I play parts of the series now by myself, I like to play at a slightly slower speed. They all are coming in here. Okay. Reinforce that. If you could, yes. This, you are the organizer. That's not the best person for the job at this moment. Let's put you in. So the organizer can get men in quick. There you go. Because you say we're going to win, but that is all dependent on when people are actually coming into this battle. And if we don't have the troop numbers, which we do now, luckily, we can do this. Why is Fonden... Yeah, okay, because we are supposedly in that war. Integrate title. Holland is now de jure considered Brabant part of it. Wondrous day, Calais. Let us integrate another title. Because, why? Because we can. 7 years. It's also going to make the Saxons like us possibly better. I don't know. They will be part of the de jure of Holland. There we go. Smack that army upside down. And we win! And not only that, we have granted Aquitaine to our dynasty. We did manage to do it in this episode. Awesome! This has restored the Catholic area over here. Yes, he is going to have to deal a little bit with Mualadi and Orthodoxism, but in general, very, very well done. Gijbels will worden founding contributions for the Crusade. He gets the Duchy of Aquitaine. That is also a family member of ours. That is amazing. And then, what is another reward? Oh, that's all him reward. And this is the king. Always gets only but one county. A little annoying as that is, but that's just the way it is. I am surprised in how quickly we managed to restore order there. I think now we need to start beating up on Neustria. I will do that off camera. I think we have what it takes to do that, so. And I'm gonna try and see if you want a little alliance, buddy. Over guardianship. No. You on betrothed, but you arrange marriage between this and my oldest daughter, Matrilineal, and he will accept giving us an alliance with a new Aquitaine. And, yeah, our guardian against the Iberian dangers. I wonder what rule he will be. No, I will not. I will play as Holland, despite the fact having lost my dynasty in this guy, he doesn't have that many troops. We can overtake her. I mean, the fact that we have 16,000 right now has to do with all the troops that I hired. But if they have a bad ruler, and one with a lot lower martial law, and he has that from his mother, then we can take back the dynasty head. Funny part is, I may have to then disinherit the king that he cannot inherit Lotharingia, so that his brother will inherit that, so that we don't have two guys popping up against each other. Oh, wait a second. His second son died. Was slain in a battle. Against a rebel? Against one of my vassals? I don't know how, but that means that this guy might just inherit a little bit more. But that is something you might see in the next episode of what has happened. But for now, I'll say thank you for watching, and remember, great peril yields great beauty.